3 things that I wish I actually learned before starting my actual workout into the gym. The first thing is actually making sure that I was aware of overtraining, which was something that I never knew when completely starting out 5.5 years ago. When I was in the gym working out, I would train 3 to 4 body parts every single day, 6-7 times a week. And I would do this continually for 6 months, and I would practically see no results. And for obvious reasons, I wasn't giving my body ample or sufficient time for recovery, therefore giving the muscles time to break down and fully recover for the next workout, so my body would be fully conditioned to attack the next workout with full motion and full drive. So making sure you're aware of overtraining, how it's not really the best thing that you actually want to do if you're first starting out. And if you're first starting out and going into the gym and you're unaware of what to actually work out, stick to 1, maybe 2 things that you are actually familiar with in terms of your knowledge with working out, things that you actually know the right subject, the right form, the right technique to actually do, and just stick to that to prevent the idea of overtraining. Make sure, or by overtraining, I actually mean like worsening the muscle over time by training the same groups every single day with literally no rest in between, because the body needs at least 2 days to actually recover, rest, break down, and then recycle so you can get back up again and attack the next workout 2 days later. The body needs an average of 2 days to actually recover from a workout, and then you can get back to it. Although you don't necessarily need to wait 2 full days, you can train biceps and then 2 days later you train a different muscle group. But you want to make sure you're giving your body at least a sufficient time recovery period so you can actually work out. Your body can actually grow. You can begin to see substantial growth to where you want to be in terms of your fitness goals, whether it's to lose that weight or to put on some serious muscle mass. And for the most part, make sure you're aware of overtraining, the cons of it, and make sure to stay away from it and that idea. The second thing is understanding about your actual split routine. Now, a split routine is really great to maximize intensity, to maximize the amount of times you can work out per week. And for me, a great split routine for a pull day would be back and biceps, or for a push, give me chest and triceps. And you can do these about 2 to 3 times a week. And the best reason for a split routine is actually giving you the opportunity to train 2 body parts with massive intensity. So when you're in the gym and you're training for chest and triceps, you're being able to use that session for at least an hour, hour and a half, and you're pushing hard in the gym. And with the split routine, it gives you 2 body parts to work on hard, and over time the body is going to be able to break down and grow depending on your goal, whether it's to, for weight loss or for muscle mass, even better. So if you push with mad intensity, you begin to break down the muscles anabolically, and it begins to recycle, and it begins to grow over a period of time. And that's the best benefit you want to really have in terms of you actually going to experience, depending upon whatever goal you want to experience for your actual physique to get to that goal. And the third and final thing that I really want to dive into is actually a caloric surplus. And this ties into primarily about bulking into a caloric surplus, because for me, when I started my own fitness journey, there was the idea of me just going into the gym to just work out, just to work out. The problem with this was that I was working out into the gym, but I wasn't really experiencing the right growth that I wanted to see into my own physique. And what this did was, for me personally, when I first started out, I was wasting time in the gym. I was overtraining several body parts a day. I even had people reach out to me who were familiar with me working out and who were familiar with my style of training, coming into the gym, doing the same thing every day. They literally asked me what I was doing, what my goals were, and my goals weren't in alignment to what I wanted to do, but my actions and my practices that I would do in the gym weren't in alignment to that goal. And so what this does was a lot of time wasted, because I was just going to the gym doing whatever thing I could do to think and gain muscle, whether it's doing the tricep cable pull downs. I was doing it the wrong way with the wrong technique, and I was just wasting time. I had no idea what my sets and rep ranges were. I would just do a random number that would be 5 to 8 and 20 on some days, and I would just brush through the motions and get out of there. And I wouldn't really give my body enough fuel to actually help the muscles grow over time, or just eat the right foods to fuel my body the right way. And being in a caloric surplus and understanding what it really was took time for me to really understand, because I was never really eating frequently daily. I would eat a little bit here and there, a little bit here and here on the next day, but I was never eating consistently to the point where my muscles could really recognize the growth that I wanted to really achieve by my eating habits. But my eating habits were nowhere near towards the goal that I wanted to achieve, which was through bulking, which was to be around 2,600 to 3,000 calories. And that's the surface zone where you want to be to really start to really see, massive results and towards building up muscle mass. But I was slowly eating around 2,000 calories. Some days it would be 2,200. Maybe I had 1 or 2 days it was at 2,600. But for the majority, I was eating nowhere near my actual goal, and that goal was really pushing me back. And when the goal was pushing me back to where I wasn't seeing massive results, I would begin to think, is this time I'm putting in the gym really worth it? And we begin to develop these, habits, these thoughts that working out doesn't show any results, no matter how much work, no matter how much training, no matter what kind of style of work that you actually do, thinking that you're going to get results and see something from it. But being aware of a caloric surplus, especially towards bulk and caloric deficit, obviously for weight loss, but for a caloric surplus, you need to understand what zone that you need to be in daily, how hard you need to be training with intensity when you're at the gym, getting your workouts in, as well as being aware of diet, because diet is 80% of the game, and without having a solid, diet for a routine, then you're not gonna, see nothing, no results whatsoever. And these were 3 things that I literally struggled with in my years of actually struggling in my fitness and through my fitness journey towards bulking. And being able to have others you can actually lean on to who are ahead of you is going to be the best thing you can really do for yourself. If your goal is to really put on size, you want to put on size, you see other people who are where you want to be, the best thing you can do is really to go up to them and ask them for advice, in-depth knowledge, in-game field, because they've gone through the experience and they know what it takes, they know the commitment to actually get the body that you are looking for. So in a way, it takes to let down your ego, let down your pride, and just go and ask somebody for help, or ask somebody for guidance or direction, to point out some things you may be doing wrong in your routine that you can actually correct and implement into your life to see a similar but massive gains and potential into the result that you want to see for your fitness goal. That's going to be it for this one. We out.